All right, so I ordered another Not Polish low odor monomer, and I also ordered their new neutralizer. I have tried out the Not Polish monomer before. I would say I really like it. I have used other monomers before where the scent is really strong. I do really feel like the Not Polish one is low odor, but it still kind of has an odor to it. I've had to do all my acrylic nails outside because my husband can't stand the smell. But I ordered this new Not Polish neutralizer, and here I am inside the house. He's at work, so we'll see if he can really smell it or not when he comes back. And I'll also let you guys know while I do this nail set today. So I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys can see, it was leaking inside of the box, so I don't like that. But it does smell very peachy. Actually, it smells peachy, but I don't know how I would describe this. It's almost kind of like a Bath and Body store when you walk into one. Do you think, like, smell it? What do you think it smells like?
Soap.
Like soap?
Yeah.
Okay, like body wash, like body wash. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm excited to try that out today. And today I'm gonna be doing my daughter's nails. Come here. All right, so here's my daughter. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Fernanda.
And she is 15. She's gonna be 16 this year in October. And I'm gonna be doing her nails today. She did request that she wanted oval nails, and that's the oval medium length nails. That's the only thing she requested. She said I could go crazy with whatever else I wanted to do. So let's see what we come up with.
Because I have work, I would have gotten a lot of nails.
Okay. Before we get started, I wanted to share with you guys this new purchase I did on Amazon. It's an apron. You know, I had to get a super cutesy apron because I get a lot of dust on myself when I'm doing nails. So I decided to look up a cute apron online. I got this one on Amazon. Let's see it. Look at how cute this is. It's so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on before I get started with my daughter's nails. Look how cute this is. It's so cute, and it has a little pocket right here too. Okay, so now I'm starting the voiceover. I was talking about this part right here, the brown background. I just added some craft paper because I do the nails on our dining table, and I just didn't want to mess it up. You know, small home, you got to do what you can. So I'm starting off by pushing back her cuticles with the same cuticle pusher, the only one I have. So I just went ahead and started pushing back her cuticles. I'm only going to be showing one hand just because I don't want the video to be too long, and it's not going to be too long anyways. You'll see at the end. Okay, now I'm just dusting it off with the same nail duster that I got from Shein. Guys, I just want to let you know that I basically only have one of everything that I need to prep the nails and all that kind of stuff. I'm taking my Melody Susie nail drill. I actually really love this nail drill. I had a cheaper one before, but you know, you pay for what you get. I put it on 3 RPM, and I'm just go ahead and I'm just like kind of like filing up top of her nail, just to get all like the moisture out of it and stuff. Is that what you say, moisture? I don't know. So I just went ahead and I did this to all of her nails. Okay, now I'm just dusting them off again, making sure they're nice and clean, and I'm just getting them ready for the nail tip application. Now the nail tips that I'm using are the ones that I got from my Makar Your Nail Lab video, and I'm also using the same Beetles nail bond glue, and I'm just gonna go ahead and glue these nail tips on. These nail tips, guys, they're really lengthy and they're just super pretty. My daughter loves long nails, but she did request oval for this video because of her job. So here I am just putting them on, but yeah, like I said, I love these nail tips and I just love the length of them too and the shape. They look really, really pretty. And then also something I want to mention right now, my daughter's nails naturally grow up, so no matter what type of nail tips she has on, they kind of look like they're raising up towards the sky. I don't really know how to fix this. I've seen people or heard people talk about making the apex thicker. I've never tried it. It's not as noticeable. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So here she is with all of her nail tips on. We are going to go ahead and cut these down. She wanted a medium length. And let me tell you guys, shaping these into the oval shape was so freaking hard. So here I'm just cutting them. Like I said, she wanted medium size. And I mean, cutting I don't think is that hard. It's not hard. You know, I usually just eyeball it and I'm able to get them pretty even. It was the whole filing process to get these into like oval shapes. So what I did first is I kind of trimmed down the side of them, and I kind of messed up doing this too because some of them I trimmed too much and some of them I didn't. It was just a freaking hot mess. So I didn't include the whole process of me cutting on down the sides of them. I used an OPI 100/180 nail file, and I just went ahead and I started filing the sides of the nails, which I'm pretty bad at this because sometimes I end up like filing at their skin. Y'all saw that right there. So I filed the side of the nail to kind of like match up to her like actual nail, and then I started shaping the nails. I didn't include the process of this because it was very long and tedious and it just had me so frustrated already. I'm just gonna end up just buying some oval shaped nail tips. If you guys know of some really good ones, let me know down in the comments below, please, because a girl's looking like, you know, I just rather have them already shaped and not have to deal with any of this to make it even longer for the process of the nails. It's just, I don't know, it's way too much work. So I went ahead and just shaped one on camera, and then as you guys can see, it does look a little bit odd because her nails do grow up. And you'll see when I show you all of her, when I'm done doing like shaping all of them, you guys will be able to see that on the camera, like what I'm talking about and stuff like that. But here's just that one finger already done and shaped. She was okay with the shape. She kind of okayed all of them. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do all of her other fingers for you guys to see. Okay, so here I already finished shaping all of her nails. Honestly, it was a hot mess. Like, I didn't even like it. I kind of feel like it went downhill from here too because some of them were too wide, some of them were too thin, some of them were longer, some of them were shorter. But if I tried to like correct it, it would just be all over the place. And then right here, what I'm just doing is I am filing at the tips, so the acrylic can stick better, and then also just kind of like blending in the tip to her actual nail. And then FYI, letting you guys know, I think for future nail videos, I'm not gonna film any of this prep work. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started once I am ready to apply the acrylic. So just to skip all of this steps, because I think I pretty much got all of this kind of stuff down. If not, of course not 100%, but you know, I think where I need the most work at is applying the acrylic and filing. I know, you know, like filing at the side of the nail and stuff like that, but that I can just get better with time. I know applying acrylic and e-filing and stuff, but I just feel like all of this process right here is kind of boring, and I would just like to get straight to like the actual fun part, you know, even though I'm so bad at it, but regardless. So yeah, so I'm just over here finishing up filing the top of the nail and then just blending it into her actual nail. Okay, so now I'm applying some natural nail dehydrator. I'm going to apply this to all of her nails, just on the part where her actual nail shows. And the same thing with the protein bond. I'm going to apply this to all of her nails, but just the part where it's her actual nail. Okay, now moving on to the review part of the video, I'm taking this little dappen dish that's not really a dappen dish. I got it over at Diesel Japan, and I am going to put some Not Polish Low Odor Liquid Monomer. And yes, I do believe that this one is actually low odor because like I said, it does not smell as strong as all the other monomers. So now I'm going to take the Not Polish Neutralizer, and I'm going to be putting in 4 drops just like it states. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. It still smelled really strong like monomer, although this monomer doesn't have a super strong scent. It was smelling really strong that I did have to go back in and put 4 more drops of this because honestly, it felt like I put nothing. So I'm using my Kolinsky brush and I used it to kind of mix it around. After I did put the second amount of 4 drops on it, it was starting to smell like you know when like a room smells pretty bad and then you spray Febreze and it's just like the Febreze smell with the really bad smell. It's kind of like what it was. It was like a peachy soapy smell with the monomer smell. So I'm taking this Macart I'm sorry, I edited the video too fast for my voiceover, but I was taking this Macart like nude color that I got in my last Your Nail Lab video, and I was just applying it with the acrylic. I don't know if the the monomer like made the acrylic act a type of way. I don't know if that's a thing. But it's just honestly, I don't think it's that. It's just my acrylic application is really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave all my acrylic application just regularly. I did end up switching my brush because I hated that one. I'm using the Kiara Sky one right here. It's absolutely my favorite acrylic brush that I own, but I'm not going to edit my acrylic application. I'm not going to like cut it. I'm not going to like fast forward it or anything, just so you guys can see it in all of its horrible glory of how bad I really am at applying acrylic. Okay, so randomly jumping in here, I'm sorry I don't put like music in the background. I kind of don't know how to do that. I know it has to be like certain type of music and I don't want my video to get taken down and all of that stuff. But look at me. Look at me scraping at the side of the nail and everything. So a little update for the monomer. It was honestly still smelling pretty bad and I was just so frustrated that the drops didn't work. I was frustrated that my application was horrid. And guys, I even had to move outside. So this part right here is me setting up my little like picnic table outside because the smell was really strong inside. And even like when you left like to a different room and came in, it was super strong. I just didn't want my husband to be upset with me when he got home from work, because if it was strong to me, for him that he's more sensitive to the smell, it was going to be even more strong for him. I did get rid of the old monomer that I had and I just poured in new monomer since I was outside anyways, and decided to do it without using the drops. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet now and I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of me applying this acrylic. I think I did catch some of my mistakes. I was doing them too watery and I was like dragging them down before allowing them to set. But regardless, I want your guys' input. Please tell me what I can do better at applying acrylic. I mean, if you guys can look at the thumbnail right now, you guys see that it is not even at all. Oh my gosh, like how do I apply even acrylic? Like I wanted to apply it so evenly that I don't even have to worry about e-filing, because e-filing is another thing. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, so this video is, I'm thinking 2-3 days after I did that nail set. I was just really frustrated and I just stopped recording. It was so frustrating. One, it was frustrating because I had to move my whole setup to outside in my backyard. I set up a table, and I mean, I've done nails outside before, but just the whole moving process of moving my whole setup from my table to my yard was frustrating enough. And then I don't know, I haven't done a nail set. My last nail set was like sometime before Christmas last year, so it's been a while since I practiced, and that's kind of like, you know, my bad. But I was just so frustrated with you know, the acrylic application. It was just horrid. It was going so bad. I wasn't happy with it. And then to top it off, when I started doing the e-filing, I filed too hard in some spots, and then I had to go back and apply more acrylic to cover up those spots that I filed too much, and then I decided to hand file after that. But regardless, there was still a bunch of bumps and lumps. It was not even. And that's my thing. With my acrylic application, I'm not good at applying acrylic like evenly, and then on top of that, I don't really even know how to like for the e-file like evenly like take file off the nails so it can be like super even. I'm just really bad at all of that stuff. So I was really frustrated, really frustrated that day that I needed to stop recording early. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I know I said I had a bunch more ideas for Valentine's Day nails, but today is literally the 10th of February while I'm filming this. You know what? I'm just gonna stop making promises because, girl, it's hard to find time to like just sit down and like record and do a nail set and stuff like that. But let's see if I can upload at least 1 or 2 more. No promises though. I'm not making any promises. All right, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.